Fade in. Exterior, rural road. Dusk. A country road outside of Austin. Hay barrels, wildflowers, and dying sunflower fields dot the sides. A cricket chorus sings. Not much to do, but a whole lot to see. Wearing headphones and carrying a linen knapsack, Alli, 19, art student, hair tousled into a messy bun wrapped in a bandana, saunters down this desolate country road. Her paint-splattered overalls stand out amongst a dreary sky. Her cell phone buzzes. She sets the sack on the ground and rummages for her phone. The text illuminates her graphite-stained hands. Text from Cody, sculpture dude. You still coming out tonight? Gotta give that beautiful brain of yours a rest. Smiley face emoji. Beaming, she gives the message a thumbs up. At that moment, a twinkle in the sky. A meteor? A shooting star? An alien? Nope. It's the headlights of a rowdy-filled Jeep.
Shit.
Her art history textbooks spill out as she trips over her bag. A roll of colored pencils unfurl. Another buzz on the cell. A pin drop opens to reveal Alli has a 25-hour trek. Wait, wasn't it only a 25-minute walk? She opens her map app to see she took a wrong turn miles back. She clicks the call button. Nothing. Again. Nothing. She reaches the off button, revealing the cell is now a flimsy piece of paper. She inspects it, tears it in half, and lets it fly away on the breeze. With an unsteady gait, she rises and begins to retrace her steps, quickening her pace until she sees a dead armadillo. Exterior, rural road, moments later. More roadkill with each step, seemingly placed on both sides of the road like sculptures. Lizard, opossum, squirrel, and then a fish, flopping in the middle of the road.
Oh, hey, little guy. Let me help you.
A flash of blinding white. 2 white origami cranes peck at the fish.
No, stop.
She grabs a crane and crumbles it in her hands. Expecting paper balls, she opens her hands to sand dripping down on a puddle of blood. She cradles the other crane in her shaky fingers as she follows the estuary of blood. Dense smoke blurs her vision. Exterior, rural factory road, moments later, night. A factory backdrop has replaced the bucolic scenery. A look down at Alli's canvas sneakers, now drenched in a black. She turns around and drops the crane at the sight of the road, now an oily stream with little yellow ducks swimming in a single-file line down the middle. Alli squats down to pick up the crane. A burst of colors appear in the oil. A kaleidoscope of patterns stuck like fruit in jello. Little fireworks, but none in the sky. Rather, a dark lavender fills the sky over fields. She swirls around in the purple hues and falls into the oil. Ew. Wait, no, it's a... Exterior, sand desert day. Pure, fluffy sand. She makes a sand angel and lets out a relieved chuckle. Distant sea waves crash and seagulls squawk. She springs up and looks around at what is miles of sand and nothing else, except a shiny object off in the distance. Could it be the ocean? Beads of sweat adorn her face as she takes off in a sprint. No ocean or UFO here, only a row of glass museum-like cases filled with seashells and blue sand. Alli squints into one case, trailing her finger on the glass along the curls of the shell. She glides her hand along the glass cases as she walks by what seems like an endless display. A roaring crash. Her head snaps to the left. Her eyes go wide as luscious blue and teal waves clap up against a... Exterior, boardwalk, moments later. She runs to the edge and catches sight of a white sailboat bobbling in the distance and a flamingo undeterred by the white crests. She sits on a bench and pulls out her sketchbook and pencils, starting to capture this majestic image. Her pink pencil breaks, and, as if on cue, the bird explodes into a firework. A bark. To her right is a little dog, licking her elbow. Alli welcomes this new surprise. Reading the collar, it appears she's the owner. She picks up the dog and continues her trek. Exterior, campus road, night. An unhoused person crouches in the corner of a convenience store. Lots of lights and students out and about. This is a stereotypical college night. While Alli and her dog wait to cross a street, a young woman, 18, stereotypical sorority girl, tugs the leash.
Oh, thank goodness you're okay, Charlie. Where did you go?
Oh, this is my Freddie.
The woman stares at Alli, unsure of what to make of her. She yanks on the leash. Alli falls forward. It's an all-out tug-of-war, and the dog declared winner as he runs off, and the young woman flailing behind him. Alli finds herself in the lead, running through a... Interior, large sports stadium, moments later, filled with spectators waiting for a football game. Ouch! An apple, popcorn, a hot dog? Food lurches at her in every direction.
Fuck off!
A silence overtakes the stadium. Alli's breathing becomes more pronounced, shortened. From behind her shoulder, a cheerleader, 20s, professional, NFL style, chortles.
You lost your chance with them. Why would you do that?
Alli turns to see that she is now on a interior stand-up comedy stage. Grimy, hole-in-the-wall, a bar with small stage for amateur stand-up comedians. This is not her scene. She beelines for the exit and opens the door onto exterior, small classroom, moments later. College-aged students file in and take their seats. The chalkboard reads, Art History Final. Alli slides into her seat. Wait, is it already finals day? A professor, 50s, decked out in an obnoxious color palette, too much caffeine intake, waltzes into the room with a bag full of seashells and a cart of blue Play-Doh. She surveys the room with a smile, which drops when she sees Alli.
Hey, you're not in this class.
Classroom chatter stops. They all turn to stare at Alli, expressionless. Alli slowly slides out of her chair, afraid any fast movement might set off what are now a bunch of snakes in front of her. Slinking out the door, she closes her eyes to recalibrate. Her eyes open on a exterior, Wes Anderson-like European village, day. A tall, skinny boy, 10, and a short, big boy, 10, stare at Alli. A stereotypical Italian-like village behind them. They take her shaky hands and lead her through an exterior, outdoor market, day. Baskets of colorful fruits and weird-shaped oddities dot both sides of the road, which is now cobblestone. The trio skips down a line of fruits, the boys handing their pickings to Alli until she can't see over her leaning tower of produce. The overweight boy peels a banana, while the skinny boy hurls a coconut on a stone.
Are you pregnant yet?
What?
The fruits explode into juice, saturating Alli's overalls with even more colors. Her breathing picks up pace as she clutches her stomach. The skinny boy pours coconut water on her head as if in a ceremony. The big boy places a banana peel on top of her head like a ridiculous crown. A swollen belly now, she drops on all fours. A seagull call replaces her scream. Underneath her lies a basket filled to the brim with the most exotic, unreal fruit. All the market hands rush over and pick their favorites, setting them in the center of their tables, pricing them exorbitantly high. The boys help her steady and lead her to a nearby house smothered in crunchy leaves. A pink paper crane lands on top of a tree. With all sorts of trees around, Alli hops up on the closest one and climbs. She reaches for a branch to pull and loses grip. Crash! The branch catapults, shattering a window. A little French boy, 6, runs up to the open window, watching Alli try to get the branch.
Le monstre! Le monstre!
His mother, 40s, a bit haggard, rushes to his side. She swats a towel to scatter Alli away as if she were a petulant pigeon. The boys down below shake the tree, trying to rid it of Alli. In the commotion, she loses balance and tumbles down on a pile of dead leaves. Everything goes black. Exterior, rural road, dusk. Alli opens her eyes to the beginning scenery, now with a purple sky. A few leaves crunch underneath her. Some branches lay by her side, her appearance untouched. A buzz from her phone. Her phone! She scrummages through her backpack and pulls it out. A voicemail from Cody. Fade out.
Hey, study buddy. Is that delirium kicked in yet?